The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. First down here for the offense. On the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the option. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide out in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to Davis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now on the option. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. On the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Looking to buy time. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing.
Oh, look out! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Goes to the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. The option look. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Great job by... forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Thomas back to pass. They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Noles will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
UCLA 8, Florida State 0.
The Bruins are on the move. They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Second down coming up. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Thomas looking to fire. Hit as he throws. He's got the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone, and that ties the game at 8.
Anything you can do, I can do better. They drive down the field, they scored, they go for 2 and get it, and we've got an 8-8 ball game here in the first half.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. Just steamrolling his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The back goes in motion. Going to the running game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This guy is an absolute handful. You have the zone reads and all the other stuff you can do, but the design runs, too, are just as effective. Now you get an extra blocker and a guy that can just chew up dirt. He's just so fast. He can outrun all these linebackers easily, and then big enough in the secondary to break tackles, too. But unbelievable job. Just it happens so fast with these dynamic athletes at quarterback.
The Bruins have it with a first and goal. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running.
Flex. 691, Gators far.
Wide receiver shows motion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they can't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Thomas back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Quarterback will keep it. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll be ushered out of bounds at the 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Thomas looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stopped. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
He's right on target.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Bruins want to move quickly. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll put the tight end in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. You got your college fantasy football team going. This guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
UCLA.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. UCLA 30, Florida State 8.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running back goes in motion. This is a designed run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Thomas back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Nix. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Now on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Kept it, and he's past the marker. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Bruins will hustle to the line. Calls his own number. Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
16.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown Seminoles! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Thomas looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one.
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, to go back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Thomas back to pass. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. And the defense drags him down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, looking to pass. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.